Picture this. You are Kylian Mbappé, a global icon, a $100 million asset, and the heartbeat of one of the most storied football clubs on the planet. Your every move is dissected by pundits, your health monitored by an army of experts, and your performance followed by tens of millions across continents. Yet, in the blink of an eye, something as ordinary and unpredictable as a stomach bug can bring everything crashing to a halt. This is not the plot of a sports drama. It is the very real scenario facing Real Madrid's superstar, Kylian Mbappé, who has been hospitalized in the United States with a severe case of acute gastroenteritis. This event is not just a tabloid headline. It is a stark reminder of how, in the world of elite sport, even the most meticulously engineered systems can be upended by the smallest biological misstep. Let us peel back the curtain on how a single, unexpected health crisis can ripple through the highest echelons of football, exposing weaknesses that no amount of money, planning, or innovation can fully eliminate. In this world, athletes like Mbappé are far more than players. They are walking investments, each valued at sums rivaling corporate mergers, and their health is managed with the precision of a Formula One pit crew. At Real Madrid, no expense is spared. The club has invested hundreds of millions in state-of-the-art sports science. Picture hyperbaric oxygen chambers that help muscles recover at warp speed, cryotherapy pods that reduce inflammation, and even genetic testing to tailor training plans to the unique DNA of each player. Biometric tracking devices collect terabytes of data on everything from sleep patterns to heart rate variability. Nutritionists design daily menus down to the last calorie, all to maximize performance and minimize risk. Yet, as Dr. Michael Gleason, a world-renowned exercise immunologist, points out, intense training can suppress the body's immune system, leaving even the fittest athletes vulnerable to infections. In other words, the physical demands that create a champion can also erode natural defenses. It is a cruel irony. The more finely tuned the machine, the more prone it is to a single grain of sand. Real Madrid's dilemma is hardly unique. Earlier this year, at the 2024 World Athletics Championships in Budapest, a norovirus outbreak swept through the athlete village. Dozens of the world's finest competitors, each the product of years of scientific preparation, were sidelined by a microscopic virus. Months of grueling training and billions in national investments were effectively undone in a matter of hours. The lesson is clear. In the high-stakes arena of elite sport, health is as critical as tactics or talent. For clubs, shielding their stars from illness is as urgent as securing the next big signing or masterminding the perfect formation. Acute illnesses like gastroenteritis are particularly treacherous. Unlike muscle injuries, which can often be anticipated or managed through careful workload monitoring, infections can strike without a moment's notice. The symptoms, vomiting, diarrhea, fever, dehydration, are debilitating. For a world-class athlete, even a mild episode can sap stamina, disrupt focus, and derail months of preparation. Every missed match is a blow not only to league standings but also to the club's commercial interests. Sponsorship deals worth tens of millions can hinge on a star's presence. For a club like Real Madrid, Mbappé's absence is a tactical nightmare and a financial tremor, sending ripples through sponsors, fans, and investors alike. So what does recovery look like at the very top? According to Dr. Juan Carlos Quintero, Real Madrid's team physician and a leader in sport-related gastroenterology, hydration is paramount. We monitor electrolyte levels continuously to ensure a swift and safe recovery. FIFA's own medical guidelines are uncompromising. Immediate fluid replacement using specialized oral rehydration solutions can accelerate convalescence by several days. The medical team also enforces a strict 30 to 50% reduction in training intensity, allowing the immune system to rebound. Diet becomes medicine. Easily digestible staples like bananas, white rice, and clear broths provide energy without irritating the digestive system or triggering further symptoms. But beneath the surface, the stakes are even higher. As Mbappé recuperates, Real Madrid stands at a crossroads in the Club World Cup. The club trails Group H leaders Red Bull Salzburg by 2 points after a tense draw against Al Hilal in Miami. Every single point is precious. The next match, a crucial showdown against CF Pachuca in Charlotte, North Carolina, looms in mere days. The entire club's fortunes, and to some extent national pride, hang in the balance. Meanwhile, Red Bull Salzburg is rewriting the rulebook, employing real-time heart rate variability and core body temperature sensors to track recovery. Their data-driven, individualized approach represents the cutting edge of sports science. But here lies the million-dollar question. Even with the world's finest medical teams and tailor-made care, can Real Madrid truly insulate its stars from these invisible threats? Or does fate and the random nature of biology still hold the trump card in football's richest competition? Stay with us as we dig even deeper into this high-stakes chess match, where every decision could tip the balance between victory and calamity. Zooming out, the implications of this crisis go far beyond Real Madrid. They speak to the very future of elite sport and player care. In the short term, the club's immediate concern is clear. Will Mbappé recover in time to influence the next decisive match? Team doctors are proceeding with extraordinary caution, paring back his training by as much as 50% in line with the strictest medical protocols. Why such vigilance? Because an overly hasty return can trigger relapses, or worse, lead to chronic complications with far-reaching consequences. Hydration is key. Monitoring electrolyte levels closely ensures a swift recovery, but pushing too soon can backfire, Dr. Quintero warns. For an elite athlete, typical recovery from acute gastroenteritis spans 3 to 7 days, with a gradual, closely monitored return to training. In this window, every aspect of the athlete's health is scrutinized. Daily blood panels reveal signs of inflammation or dehydration. Sleep quality is tracked using wearables to ensure deep, restorative rest. Nutritionists craft individualized meal plans, balancing carbohydrates, proteins, and micronutrients to rebuild energy stores and repair gut tissue. No detail is considered too small. Yet the consequences reach much further. Recall the Budapest outbreak. The norovirus surge at the World Athletics Championships left dozens of world-class athletes sidelined, despite the best protocols. Even the most sophisticated systems cannot guarantee immunity. Learning from these setbacks, Real Madrid is now investing heavily in gut microbiome analysis, aiming to personalize nutrition and identify vulnerabilities before they erupt into crises. Imagine a future where every player receives a daily gut health report, tailored probiotics, and custom dietary plans, where illness is anticipated, not merely treated. Yet even at this frontier, the fundamental challenge persists. As Dr. Michael Gleason reiterates, intense physical exertion suppresses the immune system, meaning even the best athletes are one meal or one virus away from being sidelined at the worst possible moment. Let's put this into perspective for everyday life. What can the recovery protocols of elite athletes teach us all? The answer is surprisingly relevant. The same pillars supporting Mbappé, hydration, balanced nutrition, sufficient rest, and careful monitoring are vital for everyone. If top clubs are willing to pour millions into gut health analysis and personalized nutrition, perhaps we should take our own well-being just as seriously. For instance, dehydration alone can reduce muscle strength by up to 15% and degrade cognitive function almost instantly. That means even mild fluid loss can impair your work, decision-making, and mood, just as it can bench a superstar striker. Consider the innovative recovery strategies deployed by elite clubs worldwide. At Red Bull Salzburg, coaches use real-time heart rate variability to fine-tune training, reducing the risk of overtraining and illness. Players wear patches that monitor core body temperature and sweat composition, providing early warnings of dehydration. In Mexico, CF Pachuca's chef, Ricardo Rodriguez, prepares custom electrolyte-rich drinks and nutrient-packed, gut-friendly meals, chicken broth with rice and bananas, for example, to support recovery and performance. These small, often overlooked details can spell the difference between triumph and defeat. Even more groundbreaking is the implementation of gut microbiome analysis. At Real Madrid, staff sequence each player's gut bacteria, identifying imbalances that might predispose an athlete to gastrointestinal issues. This enables targeted interventions, probiotics, dietary changes, even stress management techniques, before symptoms ever surface. As Dr. Antonio Escribano, a leading sports nutritionist advising Real Madrid, notes, a tailored diet after gastroenteritis can drastically reduce recovery time and prevent declines in performance. The landscape is changing at lightning speed. Telemedicine, once a novelty, is now central to elite sports care. When a player falls ill at an international tournament, the club's medical team can instantly consult with world-leading specialists. Artificial intelligence algorithms analyze symptoms and biomarker data to suggest the most effective treatments. This level of care would have been inconceivable even a decade ago. But let's not overlook the human element. Behind every superstar like Mbappé, there is a team of unsung heroes: doctors, physiotherapists, nutritionists, chefs, psychologists, all working tirelessly toward a singular goal: to get the athlete healthy and keep them on the field. The emotional stakes are immense. A single missed match can sway a tournament, cost millions in bonuses, or alter a career's trajectory. For fans, the absence of their idol is a heartbreak. For club executives, it is a risk that touches every aspect of the business. To truly appreciate how far we've come, consider the history of sports medicine. In the 1950s and 1960s, player health was largely neglected. Athletes frequently played through illness and injury with minimal medical support, often shortening their careers or suffering long-term complications. Today, the pendulum has swung to the opposite extreme. Prevention, early detection, and rapid response are paramount. This evolution mirrors the broader transformation in healthcare, where personalized diagnostics and real-time remote monitoring are becoming the norm. Remarkably, many medical innovations that begin as solutions for elite athletes are making their way into everyday life. The real-time monitoring, data-driven recovery plans, and chef-crafted electrolyte drinks are gradually becoming standard in hospitals, fitness centers, and even schools. Wearable hydration sensors, originally developed for footballers, are now being trialed in care homes and intensive care wards. Lessons learned from high-pressure sports environments are shaping the next generation of medical technology for all. Looking ahead, the future promises even more profound changes. Experts forecast that, within the next decade, personalized nutrition rooted in individual gut microbiome profiles will become standard practice, not just for athletes, but for anyone seeking better health. Wearable devices will continuously track hydration, core temperature, and stress, flagging problems before they escalate. Telemedicine will offer instant access to specialists worldwide, and artificial intelligence will empower coaches and doctors to make faster, smarter decisions about training, recovery, and illness management. Yet despite all this progress, one truth remains: health is inherently fragile and unpredictable. Science can reduce risks, speed up recovery, and provide every conceivable advantage. It can foresee vulnerabilities, optimize diets, and ensure rapid medical intervention. But absolute immunity is impossible. The real strength lies in preparation for the unexpected and adaptability when crisis strikes. Here's a fascinating detail. Real Madrid's medical staff has quietly begun using gut microbiome data to predict which players are more likely to suffer from gastrointestinal issues. Early interventions, dietary adjustments, probiotics, and even psychological support are deployed before symptoms ever appear. It is a glimpse of a future where personalized healthcare is not a privilege for the elite, but a universal standard. So, what does this mean for you, the viewer? The next time you see a superstar light up the pitch, remember the battles fought behind the scenes, not just against rival teams, but also against invisible threats like illness, fatigue, and the relentless grind of elite sport. The recovery protocols, medical breakthroughs, and data-driven strategies that define modern football are quietly shaping the future of health for everyone. If you enjoyed this in-depth exploration of the hidden world of elite athlete recovery, don't forget to subscribe, share your thoughts in the comments, and tell us, what innovation in sports medicine do you believe will transform the game next? Stay tuned for more exclusive insights into the powerful forces shaping